What are the 5 things you need to run an archive, to start an archive? Well, you need a place, you need people, you need money, you need time, and you need a will to do it. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about a place. Most people think of an archive, they think of maybe an old dusty building. They think of a place where documents are stored. Maybe think of the Library of Alexandria and all the documents there. Um, this is a myth. Ideally, what you want is a place that is large enough to store documents, future documents. You want to be able to keep it going for a long time. You want to be able to have a place that the documents can be stored, possibly in cold storage. You want it to have a humidity sensor, keeping humidity down. You might want to add in security. You're going to want a place for the archivists and archive employees to work. So when you're cataloging documents, when you're processing documents, you need a place for them to work. You also need a place for people to access the documents. So where are the people going to be when they get the documents? And you want a place that can take documents as well as take on new items you need for processing. Boxes, tape, pencils, office supplies, that kind of stuff. So you need kind of a shipping and receiving area. So all that takes the second part of this, which is money. So you got to have money to run an archive. An archive is not free. Archivists do not work for free. Even volunteers have got to be trained by somebody who knows what they're doing. So you need money to do this. So you've got to have, if you're a public archive, you will likely have a board run by the city or run by the town. If you have a corporate archive, it will be whatever corporation you're working in. If you're looking at a law archive, it's going to be a law firm. And educational, it's going to be the college or university. So you need to be able to advocate to people with the money who want to participate in your archive. Which brings me to the third point. Third point being the will. So not only does the archivist or archive workers have to be willing to put in the work to do this in the long term. There's a lot that goes into an archive. You should be passionate about it. You should be able to do outreach. So you've got to reach out to your organization and outside organizations for donations, for money to support programs, for money to support the archives updates and new items and such. It's not a free enterprise. You do get a lot of volunteers from passionate people, but there's still money required, and there's got to be a will to put that money in there. There's got to be a will to do the work. There's got to be a will to do the work properly, which brings me to my fourth point, which is time. So time is important. An archive is not something you set up and then leave, regardless of what some people may believe. You will have to maintain this archive in the long run. So it takes time to process documents. It takes time to find the documents. It takes time to write the grant applications. It takes years. You have to be thinking years and decades into this archive. Is there support for it? Is there money for it? Is there, it's not a one and done thing. This is a continuous organization. We're going to go to the final part. You need the people. So, as much as a lot of people think there is some old person, male, female, or otherwise, working in a dusty archive, it takes more than just one person. It takes the community. So you've got to have community engagement. You've got to have volunteers. It's, as mentioned in time, there's a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to do stuff. So you need people who are going to do this. So usually there will be an archivist in an archive. They'll be running the archive. Probably also be a member of the board. You have to have board members who participate, and usually they will be part of the sponsoring organization, college, community, historical society, business, whatever the case may be. And then also you will have archive workers. So you will have archive technicians or archive assistants who help process everything, who run the programs to show what the archive can do. You'll usually have also an archive assistant or clerk or something like that who will do basic paperwork and help people find the documents they're looking for, and maintain kind of the occupation, or maintain the main room that people are occupying when they are looking at the documents and such. If you have a shipping and receiving area, which is ideal, you may have someone part-time doing shipping and receiving and handling the documents as they come in, handling the required tools and such. Cleaning staff with the proper training on how to clean these areas without damaging the area, damaging the documents. You may also have people who, your cleaning staff, this is just like any other business, any other organization. There are operational requirements. So it takes people, and it takes lots of people. So those are kind of the 5 pillars of getting started with an archive. It's not as simple as I start putting documents in a box. There is so much more to it that people do not understand. So those are the 5 pillars of what you need to start an archive or maintain an archive.